Visions of the Sleeping God, from the 3rd edition Necron Codex. Zarathustra pronounced the last invocation and looked towards his master for the final act of the ritual. The Despoiler held a bound space marine, identifiable as a space wolf by his fangs and pack tattoos, securely in the talon of Horus. With a single, slow swing of his demon sword, Dracnian, Abaddon cut from shoulder to hip, letting the split cadaver fall limply. Abaddon thrust Dracnian into the altar before him. Rivulets of rich blood ran down the blade and seeped through the idols, totems, and fetishes that covered the shrine. The altar began to shake. Crimson tendrils of smoke spiraled up from it, coalescing into a fanged and horned visage that gazed down on the Despoiler and his sorcerer. Zarathustra addressed the apparition. "Rangor, spirit of the warp, I command you in the name of the four powers to speak." A billowing vaporous claw reached out from the apparition to stir the thick blood on the altar, which bubbled vilely in response. The demonic manifestation spoke with a voice like a howling gale. "I have expected your summons, Abaddon thrice cursed. I will tell you what you wish to know, but heed well. You will pay a higher price than this offering. One day, your soul will be the plaything of the flesh hounds." Abaddon raised the talon of Horus and reached inside the crimson mist. For a moment, the talon burned with a dark flame, and the apparition howled in pain. The Despoiler leaned forward. "You dare threaten me? I think not. Learn to serve with grace, little demon, or suffer the consequences. The warp is full of whispers about Mars. Tell us what you know." With a last twist, he withdrew the talon, crimson tendrils dripping from the claws. The demon hissed and smouldered, but lowered its gaze. "In the shade of terror, beneath the mountains of mist, there is a new type of death, a sacrifice of men. But the previous souls are not consumed. They are cast adrift. Many are the demons that wait like carrion to feast on the leavings from this rich table." Zarathustra turned excitedly to Abaddon. "Mars is the shade of terror, and the mountains of mist are Noctis Labyrinthus. The augurs were true." The Despoiler nodded, then fixed his gaze on the demon, which recoiled before him. "Show me more. What is on Mars?" The demon form blurred and contracted into a pulsing ball of crimson ichor. As if squeezed by an unseen hand, the pus oozed onto the altar, covering it in a grisly sheen in which shapes twisted and formed. The traitor marines saw a great chamber of basalt. Around it, towering machines of antique silver stretched endlessly upward. Set in the floor was a vast sarcophagus of adamantium and gold. For each of the machines in turn, a flickering beam of unimaginable energy flowed in a glittering arc to the sarcophagus. Outside the summoning chamber, Abaddon's Black Legion bodyguards heard an unfamiliar sound. The harsh, grating laughter of the Despoiler.